Hello everybody, so for those who find my video without going through my website, let me introduce myself. My name is Gilles Urtubise, and my name as a self-taught and multidisciplinary scientist and inventor is Gilles Lauzon Urtubise, and I'm the owner and the founder of the first human multi-intelligence.com. So the title of this video is again how our galaxy, the Milky Way, was born and how it has evolved so far, part 14, which follow the parts 13, and which is basic, which concerning the following of the part 13. Then, and a text of the article, the black hole, part 4.4. So the continuation is with this paragraph 17.22.7 point. How old is the ancient and defunct ancestral supermassive black celestial sphere mother, which following its death by a violent burst on the surface and then in a gigantic explosion which is considerably powerful and among the most powerful in the universe in hypernova. To birth, next phrase, to birth our supermassive black celestial sphere daughter from the center of our galaxy. For this question, there are various elements of answers according to the following. So the paragraph, the small paragraph is 17.22.7.1 point. Its age, by hypothesis, it must be considerably high for following reason. Next paragraph, because it's violent bursting on the surface and then in a gigantic supermassive explosion as the consequence of giving birth to our supermassive black celestial sphere of the center of the Milky Way, which belong to those which are, for the biggest one, which are of the fifth, sixth, or seventh class of the most massive and most powerful of the universe. Next paragraph. This violent burst on the surface and then into a large supernova explosion, it is responsible for the formation of the second most massive galaxy in the local group. Next paragraph, 17.22.7.1.3, because its age is undeniably linked to its large volume, because its violent bursting on the surface and then into a great explosion, which is considerably powerful, which has the consequence of giving birth of our supermassive black celestial sphere daughter from the center of our galaxy Milky Way, who is part of those who is part of the biggest one, she could be part of the fifth, sixth, or seventh class of the most massive and most powerful in the universe, and that much of its remain led to the formation of many debris and gravitational objects in our galaxy. 17.22.7.1.4 point, because our supermassive black celestial sphere from the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, features at birth gravitational forces that are able to manifest their powers and cover a radius of 80,000 to 100,000 light years away. And next paragraph, 17.22.7.2. On the other hand, another random and unpredictable condition that interferes with the actual age of the mother supermassive black celestial sphere, which is considerably difficult, if not impossible to establish with any accuracy, of course, because its volumes, like that of the other black celestial sphere, it is dependent on and increases in their volume according to the following two conditions. So, yes, paragraph 17.22.7.2.1. A condition which is that of all the black celestial sphere, it is one of that is the lowest it is the one of that is the slowest possible by swallowing up all form of matter at each opportunity that present itself to its and which are random and relatively spaced out in time. And this mode of increasing their size is just more or less proportional to their age. Next paragraph, 17.22.7.2.2. A condition which is that of all the black celestial sphere, but which occur randomly and at considerable intervals in time, and likely to occur 2 times for a black celestial sphere and 6 times for another black celestial sphere over the same time period of 80 billion years, but only in context where these 2 black celestial spheres do not undergo a death by fusion, by being annexed to another black celestial sphere, or that is completely by surface burst and then into a relatively small explosion like our small ancestral black celestial sphere by surface burst and then into a relatively small nova or supernova or hypernova explosion, or a death that is partial to one of the 2 supermassive black celestial spheres by surface bursting and then in a massive supernova explosion that leads by hypothesis to the birth of our galaxy Milky Way. Then to birth in the same time our supermassive black celestial sphere daughter, which is the one in the center of the Milky Way, or that which is the partial for one of the 2 supermassive black celestial spheres by bursting on the surface and then in a gigantic explosion in hypernova, which lead by hypothesis to the birth of an immense galaxy, which is that of the great attractor. To birth in the same time the huge supermassive black celestial sphere, which is the great attractor and not a gravitational anomaly. And I come back with this anomaly for the other scientists, because for me it's not anomaly, but because the huge supermassive black celestial sphere of the great attractor, it must be the engine of the local group. So I suppose that the local group is an immense galaxy, which it's contained the Milky Way and the Andromeda galaxy. So, and all the other 2. So that in such possible context, it becomes impossible to establish the age of a black celestial sphere, because it can it can in no way be established by its volume. And the last paragraph is 17.22.7.2.3 and taking into account all these elements, which are considerably important and random. In this context, the age of the ancient ancestral supermassive black celestial sphere mother at the time of its death, it must be between 100 and possibly up to 200 billion light years or more. So that's enough for this video, and see you to the next. So thank you and see you later.